Let me guess. Dingleberry Sports Highlights. Good morning. Happy Wednesday and hello. It's just me and you right now. Good morning. Oh, my tummy is yucky this morning. Is the vision? Good morning, Carl. Did you know there were birds singing at 2 a.m.? Why are the birds singing at 2 a.m.? I'd like to know. Jack would like to know too. Why? Don't the birds ever sleep? Happy hump day. Hi, Soul Chef Antonia. Good morning. Let's talk about the birds singing. The birds are singing in the dark. I guess they're just happy birds. Daniel Barry, that's more than I've ever seen you type than. Wow, good morning. It's sunny there. Wow, that's really nice, Carl. Let me see. Oh, why is it so chilly there, Carl? And Soul Chef Antonia says, "Hi, Daniel, you awesome spirit." Carl, it says it's 50 degrees in Dublin right now. Is that true? That sounds kind of chilly. But you might get a little rain around 3. You're just saying it's daylight, right? Because it's still dark here. All right, I cannot find him anywhere on here. Funny. Hi, good morning, Paul. Oh, how are you, Mr. Paul? You're looking a little down here. Let me take this from you. Let me set you up. Poor Deb. She gets pushed around while we're sleeping at night. It's 16 degrees Celsius here. 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Right? That's what my phone says. Oh. Oh, Paul said, Paul. Paul said, not the best. That's okay. Hope everyone's good. Didn't you say you were going to the doctor for something in particular? The spot on your lung in July. Old Jack yesterday choked on his food. I don't know if I accidentally left a bone in one of the chicken pieces of chicken or he just ate too much too fast. All I know is I heard him going chomp, chomp, chomp behind me. He was foaming at the mouth. I was freaking out. I was trying to stick my fingers down his throat, but then I realized he's still breathing, so let him try to do it himself. It was very scary. I don't know what it was. You're going to your primary care provider today for a refill on your blood pressure meds. I know. And now I'm sitting here worried. You know, I worry too much anyways. It's just my job to worry, it seems. I mean, it's not my job, but I do it anyways, like it is my job. But now I worry if he did swallow bone, will it get caught somewhere in his intestines? Hi, real Mr. Bojangle. You should have saw him yesterday, Mr. Bojangle. I had him out there with the chicken, and he was being so good most of the time. I'm very proud of him. He's a very good boy. How are you, Mr. Bojangle? Well, how did your walk go? Anyways, Paul. Or did you ride? Did you ride your bike yesterday instead of a walk, or did you do both? I'd be scared to ride my bike here. I'm glad you're good, real Mr. Bojangles. Thank you for coming in every morning. We appreciate you. You rode to the lake yesterday. Okay. And did you say that lake, it used to be a road? There used to be a road that now is covered by the lake? It was wonderful. Do you have a lot of bike friendly roads? Correct, they flooded that area. When I saw one of the newest pictures, I saw the blocks, which always makes me think about how clear the water is. And then I remember that story. We have a whole town over here that they flooded back in the day. The roads are not, but I take my chances. Wow. You are very brave. I'm so scared of everything. You survived all the other rides? Is that what it says? Oh, near death experiences. What? How many have you had, Paul? Excuse me. At least six. That's so crazy to me, Paul. You don't hear about people having six. You hear about maybe two. Okay, occasionally a crazy three, but six? More like 12. That's just nuts, Paul. Were you here when Sam Gloves came in here yesterday? No, yeah, you were here when that guy Sam Gloves came in. I'm so disappointed I forgot about these. They weren't the kind of gloves he's looking for, but they were even better than mittens. Paul says, take your best shot is what I say anymore. Hi, Rosie. See, when Sam Gloves came in, I should have said, no, but I got this glove. What do you think? Dang it, I'll never get the chance again either. I always think of these things a little too late. Rosie Ocean, how are you? Nice glove. It's definitely different. What I want to know, if you're wearing that long sleeves on the beekeeper's outfit, why would you need those really, really long gloves? I guess so the bee doesn't get up under your sleeve. Rosie is all right. And me, or Jack, or Deb, we're all really good. So, Rosie, how did your day go yesterday? What did you do? Anything fun? Even not fun, did you do? What did you do? Anything? That's how I feel about it too, Jack. Just a big old sigh. You went walking. Nice. Did you find a frog? You should go look this. Do you have a pond near you? What kind of water do you have near you? Where would a frog go to make babies? Nope. Yogi saw one yesterday. He was telling me about it. And that's when I thought about you. Hey, Carl Shell, when do you think you'll live stream again? Rosie says, I have a lake, I have an ocean, I have a river, LOL. It's all places where I live. How wonderful. You got boba yesterday. Did you take a picture? You said you were going to take a picture the next time you went. Did you post it on your community? I will go look. You tagged me. Oh, you know what? I was so busy yesterday. Okay. Um, well, I hate to say I was busy. I was live streaming most of the day. And when I wasn't talking to people, I was definitely doing stuff. Oh, yes, I was. On mine. Okay. I was looking for Corrupted. I know I subscribed to Corrupted when I tagged him around Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving is when I met him. And I had subscribed to him then so I could tag him easy. And now I can't find him in my subscriptions. But I was going to tag him for you. I was going to tag him for you. What? Where did these barbecue wings come from? They weren't on here earlier. There's Rosie. Boba order mango slush with mango jelly and black boba. Kung Fu tea. Is it? did you do to your finger? Oh, it looked like you had a Band-Aid on it. It's just a shadow. I was thinking, you have pretty nails, Rosie. So the black boba are the beads, yes? Hi, Mr. Dollar City. Hi, George. Kung Fu tea. It must have a little kick to it. Where are you, Jack? Jack's right there. You actually burnt that thumb. It made a mark on it. Oh, I think I was just seeing shadow, and at first it looked like a Band-Aid. And yes, okay, the black beads are the boba. Are they flavored? What kind of flavor do they have? What do they taste like? Hi, Ink. Good morning. Jack says thank you. Or were you talking about Deborah? Either way, they both say thank you. Shivani, hello. Good morning. Rosie says not really. You only taste whatever drink you get, in my opinion. Shivani says number 8, like done. Thank you so much. Whooper looper? What does that mean? How are you? Good morning. Oh, well, I think the beads should be flavored. I think they should be like outrageous, really, really brightly flavored, like sweet and sour type things. That would be really cool. I've had a slushy, yes, that's what it's like, but with weird little gelatin balls at the bottom. What joke am I telling? I don't know. George says it's nope. I'll say it like I can't. Whooper looper is a Japanese word, and let me wait a minute. I'll just look it up, okay? Trying to make me say words that I know I can't say. What is it? It keeps trying to correct it. There we go. Shivani says, okay, bye. Bye, my friend. Rosie says, they have popping boba. Those are flavored. Okay. Um, I don't know. Maybe not, Paul. She says it doesn't sound good, but it is. What is wrong with ChatGPT today? Axolot. That still doesn't tell me anything. By the way, it's not sweet, the kind I get. Oh, no, no, that's not what he said. It's what she said. No. What's. Hi, Robert Stewart. They have a lot of different kinds of boba. You know what? Wassa needs to be here because Wassa understands George. Paul wants to know if there's any coconut flavor. Little lizard that generates the body and always is, that regenerates the body and is always is young. Really? Is that a for real thing? I mean, is that a real 3D kind of thing? I got to ask these questions with you. Okay. Oh, it's that really cute one. So cute. Okay, axolot. It says, did you mean axolotl? I don't know. Axolotl? It's one of them cute little lizards. Wait, come back. I'm trying to figure that one out. You don't make sense to me, sir. This one's cuter. Over here. Rosie says, I didn't even ask my mom for boba. She came to me and asked me if I my wanted my dang mama feelings are always right, but I don't know how. If you wanted it. Oh. It's a fish with hands. How cool. Is that the same thing you were talking about with the Japanese word? Rosie said, Paul, every flavor you want. I believe I only tried a few. Coconut's your thing? My daughter, my youngest, loves coconut. Hi, Brad. Good morning. Axolotl. Very yum. Do you eat those? Okay, I got you, George. It is cute and kind of otherworldly. I guess a lot of things in the water are otherworldly to me. You can have one? Really? That's something you can actually have? Oh, Jack, you're so cute, buddy. He's had a hard night. Hi, Coffee Cake. Good morning. I'd feed it worms till it would bite my finger. Did it have teeth? Michael says, that's fascinating. I did not know you could own one. I have to look into this. Michael says, good morning, everyone in the Cat and Jack families and to Jack. Hope everyone's having a great morning. Snowflake and the kittens are doing great, and now they're sleeping. I didn't get the rest, but that's awesome. Like a red-eyed skink. You like a red-eyed skink? Aren't skinks, are they dangerous to cats? Is that what they are? Everybody's saying hello. Jack, you're snoring now too, sir. uh, no, Boss is not here. I said he should be here because him and George have a lot in common. They're interested in the same things. Michael said, I caught Snowflake sneaking out to steal the kitten's food. Aw. Excuse me. Paul says, I just think the red-eyed skink looks cool. I was thinking about my dog Willow. Let me show you the picture my daughter sent me last night. We went to a place in South Carolina. It was magical, and we were the last people to be able to stay here before the owners moved in. It was their retirement home. They were using it as an Airbnb until they could move in. So we were the last people to stay there. And my daughter takes excellent pictures. This is Willow, Michael. Willow was a Chow Chow Golden Retriever mix, and she loved me, and she loved my husband, ex-husband, but Strangers, she did not like strangers at all. And other dogs she didn't really care for either. So I was afraid when I brought home Jack. But there was no need. Her and Jack got along famously, and I really believe Jack kept her living for, another couple years. It gave her new life. Thank you, Michael. She was beautiful. Jack, hey, we're talking about Willow. You woke up. Willow, where's Willow? Do you miss her? She's here somewhere. I don't know where. I put all the ashes up in one place. Hi, Gareth. Good morning. Rosie says, what? Uh, Michael says, I think Snowflake did the same for Midnight Junior because a couple years ago, Midnight Junior had liver issues. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how that happens and how we worry so much over how it's going to, how the animals are going to behave, and they're fine. Rosie says, oh, nothing. Paul says, what part of the country do you live, Brad? Hi, Daniel kids. Did I miss you, Brad? If I did, I'm sorry. Did I or did I not? I don't remember now. You know who I saw? Rosie. Who was asking about Mr. Bradboy? We're good, Daniel. How are you? Michael says, Midnight Junior's old owner told me she was shocked Midnight Junior lived to 14 because her siblings only lived until the age of 3. I truly believe it's all that love you give, Michael. You basically seem to dedicate your whole life to your cats. So it shows. George says, hi, Jack. Rosie's going to be right back. Brendan, hello. Michael says, I told her I gave my life and soul to all of my cats. Yeah, see, you didn't tell me that. I just knew. I just knew that about you. Just for a little bit of time I've known you. What's up, Brendan? What's for supper? Well, that didn't do a damn bit of good. Nope. You're not sure yet. Oh, what's today? Wednesday? Hump day? All right. Favorites. Oh. This is from that same trip. This was a picture she took of Jack. This is why we started calling him a puddle. Isn't that hilarious? She takes wonderful pictures. It's 5:30. Rosie's back. Michael says we lost power on Saturday through Sunday. Oh gosh, I lost it. Saturday through Sunday because the flag blew off the something headquarters building. Landed on a wire. Oh my gosh. Here I was stressing with no internet I wasn't stressing, but I was like, I better go find a good book. When my internet was out for maybe an hour or so yesterday. Okay, Daniel's doing good. Just listening to the Backstreet Boys. And finished up my race at Talladega game. Were you playing with your friend? Oh, you warm my heart too, Daniel. Jack left us. Carl says, I've no photographs. No, Carl? None? There's Wassa. George Wassa's here. George was talking about the axolotl. I don't know if I'm saying it right. You know, that funny little fishy creature with hands. And somebody else said they actually owned one, and I had no idea you could. I didn't know that was a thing. Michael said, Snowflake perked her ears up listening to your live. The kittens are laying in the hamper. How cute. Pan says, yo, Wassa, did you look at that new video I just sent you? Everybody's so happy to see Wassa. Everybody's like, Wassa, Wassa, Wassa. I'm going to take a picture of my favorite drink and love you, friend. How does it feel to be super popular, Wassa? Right? Paul says, 0 photos, Carl. And Rosie says, Wassa, do you like boba? Boba Fett, he was my favorite Star Wars character. She says, no, you know better. Hamper cats are the best. I agree. Well, says Daniel, I will check it out. What do you think, Jack? You think it's time to go back to sleep? You could be very right. Yeah, I think that's the first thing that came up when I was looking up boba. The drink with the little slimy balls in it, you mean then? Oh, so they are slimy. They don't just look slimy. They are slimy. Michael says, yes, so true, Paul. They love my hamper, clogs, shoes, and they love my mom so much they fell asleep on their chest. Oh, they fell asleep on her chest together. How sweet. Brendan said, Wassa, you should like it. It's all weird places in Australia. This is how boys show their love for each other. Let me show you a video of all the weird things near me, and then you can send me a video of all the weird things near you. Is that how boys flirt with each other? Jack. Daniel said, did I read Why You Say Slimy? Daniel said, I got to win this, Jackie. It's Talladega, and I listened to the song by the Backstreet Boys, As Long As You Love Me. Aw. I think about you, Miss Jackie. Aw. I love you, Daniel. You're the sweetest. Wassa says, Bob, that's awesome. I can't wait, actually. I was looking for a neat vid, a knee vid like that to watch. I'm not sure. I hear my guitar. It's talking to me over here. Paul says, I had a cat that loved to sleep on my chest. It's so comforting, isn't it? Or it could be kind of suffocating. Rose says, because boys are originally weird. I might agree. Just a little. They're different, that's for sure. Where everybody's always, oh, I don't know if everybody, but I'm always asking about the flavor too. Wassa said, no, I actually do like boba tea if it's what I'm thinking of. Is it licorice kind of flavor? Paul says, I loved it, Cat. Rosie says, Wassa, no. So I'm assuming most people will ask, do the balls have some kind of flavor? Okay, I'm gonna go sit down now. Chess cats are wonderful. Wassa says it's kind of a heart to heart thing, huh? Wassa thinks, nah, females are the strange ones. Come on now, you know it's true, and we know, we know it's true, and we know that we know it's true. Rosie says, do y'all really not know what really normal boba is? Well, in that case, I finished my case. I give up. And I'm not strange. I agree, me either. Welcome back, Mr. Bojangles. Hello again. Possibly don't, Rosie. You're the only one. Maybe because you're just so young. Maybe it's a young person's thing. Carl Shell, do you not have any photos in your phone? Oh, I don't know, Rosie. She says if I was strange, I wouldn't be here. Sylvester says, so I guess no. I don't know. I thought it was kind of black licorice like. Apparently, you're wrong. You're wrong, Wassa. Paul says, Rosie, we would love you regardless, for sure. Absolutely. Rosie says, y'all are making me hate the dang drink. We just don't know. Don't let us do anything. Are you dreaming, Jackie? Ross is going to Google it, and Rosie says, Paul, thank you. Feel like I've already heard that again. Lenora, hello. He at Mima's? No, Mima's over in Lebanon. I know Mima. Do you know Mima? What's her name? Her name is Sue Dillon, Sarah Gray, and she lives in Lebanon. Did I just dox her? I don't think so. She's told where she lives before. Wassa says Rosie is right. Of course she is. Was that ever a question? Brendan says, have a good one, all. I'm in the middle of playing Horizon Dash Zero Dawn. Okay, well, you go have fun. Bye, Brendan. Thanks for coming by. Though you could send me a video, whatever. Rosie says, huh? What am I right about again? Wassa says, it doesn't necessarily taste like licorice. Many common flavorings taste like anise, but not the balls themselves. Oh, you had a troll yesterday, Carl? You should try to make him your friend. What do you think about that? Would that work for you? Go back to sleep. No sleepy. Sleepy, sleepy. You're so patient. Okay, I'll leave you alone. He's not playing. You love the anise. I don't think I know what anise smells like. Wassa says, we're not using the T word anymore, Cat. Are we, Carl? I don't know what the T word is. The troll word anymore? Oh, are we, Carl? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm lost. We're not using the troll word anymore. Is that what you're saying? Oh, it's like licorice? Well, I love licorice. I'm just getting my taste buds back, and one of my tinctures tastes like licorice. I was like, oh my gosh, I never knew it. Who Tina Wassa, huh? We're not using the Tina word or troll word. I'm very confused. Which is it? Wassa says, never mind. Joke, the timing was too far off. Oh, Rosie hates licorice. Well, I still love you. Paul says, yum. I hate licorice. You like it. And he says, I love it. Oh. Rosie says, yeah, I'm not a fan, but are we still friends? Silly question. He just said he would still love you, even if you were strange. When what, Paul? Wassa says, no, obviously Carl and I aren't conspiring in secret. Rosie says, LOL, I just want to hear it again. Paul says, definitely Rosie. Wassa says, I'm confused now. Me too. I just read what's on TV and act like I know what's going on. Sometimes, especially with Paul, 5 minutes later, I'll be like, oh, now I know what you're talking about, Paul. But Paul's so quick and very clever, and I'm kind of slow. Carl says, Wassa isn't my friend. Well, that's sad, because I know Wassa loves you, and Wassa thought he was your friend. Paul says, once I love someone, I never stop loving them. That's very sweet. I wish I could say the same. I wish I could be best friends with all my exes on. No, I don't. I don't wish I could. Rosie says, Paul, who's your favorite person? Don't answer that, Paul. Somebody's feelings here will get hurt. And I'm afraid it's me. Rosie says, no ex, man. Nope. I just think it's funny how Yogi's friends with all his exes still. Aw, Paul says, everyone I love is my favorite. Wassa says, Carl, I love you too, brother. That is the greatest. I forgot. Carl is opposite. Yes, there goes Wassa. Carl does opposite day talk, remember? He means no insult. I think you're right. He just wants to say hi to you, Wassa. Wassa, did you miss Carl's live stream? Yes, he's still friends with all his exes. I don't know what one means. She said, one, one. I don't know what that means. Wassa says, indeed. Jack, are you done? Oh, he's turned his back on us. He's done with us. Well, fine. Wassa says, oh, did I miss one? And Rosie says, I'll stay quiet. I don't know. I'm lost. Totally. Oh, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what you did, Wassa. You did something. Now Rosie has to be quiet. What did you do? Yes. Oh, one of his lives? Yes, he went live yesterday. I missed it too. But Carl found me on my live stream and told me. Carl says, I had two yesterday. One was only a minute. Paul made it. Paul said it was a good live at Carl's. Rosie says, no reason, Paul. Paul says, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Rosie says, so one. I don't know what one means. Wassa says, were there notifications? I didn't see one. I don't know. My internet was out. Rosie said, no, LOL. I mean, ugh. Never mind. I feel that way when I keep typing the wrong thing over and over again. I get to the point where I'm like, just never mind. Not one. Well, that's what it says on my TV. Sorry. Sometimes it says game, and I don't know what the heck it means when it says game. When I say I mean but it's a short way. When I say I mean um, but it's a short way. Oh, you didn't know it was showing up as one? Yeah, it shows up as the word one here. That's why I was getting really confused. But like I said, I'm so used to being confused, I didn't think anything of it. Wassa says, oh, 14 hours ago. I did miss one. My bad. I slept right through that time slot. I wish I had made it, Carl. Rosie says, so, anyhow, anywho, anywhere. Any plans for today, Rosie? Paul says, I thought you lived in Tennessee, not the state of confusion. I bring the state of confusion with me wherever I go. That's my baseline. Any plans? LOL, jinx. Oh, yeah, I'd like to take Jack for a walk this morning before it rains. Or maybe I'll take him to the dog park. I'm not sure. You're funny, Paul. Carl says he's confused. You know, it's very understandable why you're confused right now, Carl. This chat this morning has been all over the place. I don't know, Wassa, did you? Hey, Carl, did you see Wassa say he's sorry he missed your live stream? He would have been there, but he didn't get a notification, and he stays up all night, and he was napping. You're going to someone's house. Nice. Someone fun. I hope it's someone fun. Why else would you be going? I see you. I have a weird spot on my leg. I gotta figure it out. Hmm. Yes, I did shirk responsibility. I did get the notification. I just didn't see it. Well, there you go. You know, I think you do your best, Wassa. That's all you can do. And you hope your friends understand. And Rosie says, uh-huh. Maybe. Maybe they're fun. Well, you didn't say it was a friend's house. You just said someone's house. Oh no, Carl says you weren't there to defend me from a certain person, Wassa. Carl, you know we can't always be there, but I know you had your other moderators there. You said A-Frame and JP were there. Mercy says yes. Yes, what? They're friends? Or yes, you're right, I didn't say. Wassa says, no, 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 don't get me wrong. I was telling the truth the whole time. What I meant was I shirked responsibility by saying I was asleep. I always said I did get the notification. I'm not changing my story here, just to be clear. Oh, it was me. Sorry. Rosie says, yes, I did not say. Okay. Rosie says, so the buttons on your shirt. Ouch, cat, that hurt. So, do you sew, Rosie? I have so many things that need to be sewn, especially Jack toys. Like some of his favorite toys have little rips in them. Weird. No, your mom knows how to. Nice. Does she use a sewing machine? I have a sewing machine, but I don't know what I'm doing with it. I forgot. I forgot everything I learned in sewing class. Hi, Danny the Stinger Man. Good morning. Paul says, and just so we're clear, I love you all. Aw, I love you all, and I love you, Paul. That rhymed. That rhymed. How are you, Danny? Oh, there's Daniel. Daniel says, hey, y'all, I put some Nesquik in my cup, and I'm going to get some milk, Miss Jackie. I quit the Talladega race. Oh, okay. Chocolate milk sounds good. Do you use the liquid Nesquik or the powdered? I used to put a bunch of the powder at the bottom of a cup and then put the milk on and then just eat the chocolate. I'd bring up the chocolate and it'd be all milky and yeah. Rosie says she has a mini one, but she only uses it when she needs it or she needs to, not like for fun. Okay, I see. She's still on that. Rosie says, I can be the favorite. LOL. Shh, Paul. Rude. Okay, did you say let me see what my phone says. Yeah, my phone has that weird little symbol. So it is translating something you're saying to one, Rosie. Can you see where it says one? Yep, right there. One. I don't know why. Maybe it thinks you're trying to say uno or un. Rosie says, oh, rude, why? Because you're trying to take the special spot with Paul. That's why. Daniel said, I use the powdered. Oh, do you put a bunch of powdered at the bottom and not mix it up and just eat the powdered stuff? Wassa says, see, I never do nice stuff for myself like making chocolate milk. I should put Nesquik on my shopping list. You should. But you eat well, so that's taking care of yourself. That's doing something nice for yourself. Daniel says, no way would I do that, but love you. I did it when I was a kid, and I still would do it. I still do it with liquid chocolate milk. Wassa says, Paul and Rosie are conspiring. You say Cat? No, Rosie. It's all Rosie. Hi, Kai. Good morning. She says hi, and then she says, hi. How are you? Good morning. Rosie says, you too, Wassa. I can be the fave. Carl says goodbye. Bye, Carl. Have a good day. Are you going to work, Carl? I love you. Everybody says hi to Kai. Hi, Kai. How are you, Kai? Paul says bye, Carl. Wassa says, wait, what? Oh, Rosie wants to be your favorite, Wassa, but you have to keep it between yourselves. Rosie says, LOL. Hey, Cat, you're their favorite. Don't worry. I don't know, Rosie. You're sneaky like that. You get into people's hearts and then you just get a favorite spot. I know you're in my favorite spot. Kai says goodbye and lots of hearts. Goodbye, Kai. I love you. Thank you for coming in this morning. Hi, Chai. Paul says bye. And Chai says hello to Wassa. Hello, Chai. I know Yogi calls you something different. I don't know which way to call you. How to say your name is what I'm trying to say. Kai, I loves you. Oh, thank you. Wassa says I have no favorites. Oh, I do. Rosie says, haha, exposing yourself is crazy, LOL. So I am the favorite. You certainly, well, Rosie. Okay, there is, I'm the baby, gotta love me. She would be number one in my heart, but you are number two. Wassa says, it's just like Paul, I have only favorites. What? That is not acceptable to Rosie, Wassa. Oh, Carl said, I just called a managing moderators meeting. Is that why you're going? Are you working anymore, Carl? Rosie's laughing. And she says, wait, huh? Paul says to Carl, I hope the meeting is fruitful. So bring oranges, apples, and bananas. I'll take a banana. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not a managing moderator. Well, save me a banana. Wassa says, one, yes. I don't know if you said one or not, but I'm going to be suspect of anytime I see the word one on the TV. Rosie says, I'm letting my whole family know I'm the favorite. You are, one by one. Wassa said, no, I mean. Carl says, it's to talk about what happened on a live stream yesterday. Oh, okay. Well, um, I hope it goes well. And hey, while you're having your managing moderators meeting, Carl, y'all decide when you're going to live stream again. So I have plenty of advance notice. Rosie says, Wassa, I'm telling, LOL. Paul says it's a good idea, Rosie. What to tell on Wassa? Paul says, I was my mother's favorite. Aw. Moses over there laughing. Rosie says, in my case, my mama don't have a fave, at least for me. LOL. Rosie says, I'm not that special, LOL. I don't know why people think that the youngest gets everything they want. You know, I think that's kind of true. The youngest, by the time, sometimes by the time a parent gets around to the youngest, they're over it. They're like, yeah, you can fend for yourself. Aw, I don't think that's not true anymore, Wasa. Wasa says, I've always pretty much been everyone's least favorite. And Paul says, we love you, Rosie. Hi, baby. Hi, honey. Yeah, Paul agrees. Not if that was at some time in your life, maybe, but that's not the truth anymore. Rosie agrees. She says, no joke. It's like they had the youngest and ditched them. Well, you had a bunch of siblings, so yeah, I could see where that would happen for you. Moss says, that isn't true. Some of the people who were the true gems of our family liked me a lot. We'll see there. Paul says, we can't outrun love's reach. Rosie says, Wasa, least favorite for you is not a thing. Agreed. We love you, Wasa. I love you, Wasa. Or should I say, I love you, CD? Rosie says, why am I always teaching a lesson, peeps? I should be getting the lessons, LOL. Well, maybe that's your purpose, is to teach other people lessons. I don't know. Rosie says, in that case, I'll be a teacher. Somebody's got to be it. Rosie says, Wasa, I am taking your job. You know, Wasa, how come George left when you got here? That's weird. Wassa says, I appreciate that. I'm not meaning to sound down about it. Anyone who didn't appreciate me, it was their big loss, of course. Paul says, I'm known for my love. I wish I could say the same. I hope I'm stepping into that. Jack, you look very funny. You look very strange. He doesn't really look like a dog. Rosie is sending love to Paul. Hi, Biscuit. Rosie says, no love here, lol. Lies. It's all lies. Daniel Kids is back. Did you get your milk for your chocolate? Rosie says, I'm out of space. Oh, you can't be out of space. But you could be. I guess you could be holding on a lot of stuff you need to let go of to allow more love in. Because once you have love, you can't be blocked up with love. You have to pour it out. It's just the way it is. Paul says, thank you, Rosie, for the love. And Rosie says, Jack, your ear disappeared. He just looks so funny right now. Daniel says, yep, Miss Jackie, I sent pictures. Go look, everyone. It's on the, I'm guessing, the community page. Everything blocked, Rosie? Oh, yep. That's why you gotta let some of that stuff out, because it closes you off to love. All right, Daniel, I will look later. Paul says, tear down them walls, Rosie. That sounds so damn familiar, Rosie. Or what Paul said sounded familiar. Oh, it's like Pink Floyd's Tear Down the Wall, Tear Down the Wall. Have you ever seen Pink Floyd's The Wall, Rosie? It's a trip. Oh no, she says, okay, I'll ditch my family. Don't do that. We are your family. You can never get rid of us. We'll never leave you alone. We'll come find you. Rosie says, nope. Should we nope to tearing down the wall or nope to seeing the movie? It's got some really, really beautiful, what are, I guess, illustrations, but they're in motion illustrations. They are one thing and then they turn into something else, and it's a tiny bit sexual, but not really. It's very beautiful. Noticing the movie, it's very interesting. It's kind of a little troubling too, to be honest. Aw, Dolly says liked and shared, watching your past live ones I missed. Oh my gosh, why would you do that, Dolly? Don't do that. Hey, thank you for the like and the share. I saw you were live this morning, but I was getting ready to go live myself. Are you still live, Dolly? Paul is going to look now, Daniel. Thank you, Paul. Oh, Paul, he said, Paul, go check out my chocolate milk. I love that you love to share so much, Daniel. Rosie says, I'm just a baby, lol. No bad movies. It's not really a bad movie. Hamilton St. Ives, Cat&Jack. See Jack run, run, Jack, run. Oh, he's too comfy to run. He's like, what? Good morning, Hamilton. Are you okay, Jack? I'm sorry. Run, Jack, run. We side eye. You should have seen that look. He just there, right there. That look. Dolly says no. She's laying down now. Dolly is in a different time zone, a much different time zone. So it's just bedtime for her. Wake up time for me. Bedtime for her. Hamilton says good morning. Got his attention. Sure did. But I think it wasn't at C Spot Run. Jared's like, who the hell Spot? Paul says, it looks delicious, Daniel. It always does. Hi. Smushy face. Paul says, hi, Hamilton. We don't want to do that again. Nope, we like this one better. Dolly says, the Twilight Zone, lovely. Oh, you're calling this the Twilight Zone? Yes, I would agree with that. I love you, Dolly. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for everything. And for real, you don't have to watch my past lives. I feel sorry if you do that. Daniel says, I have seen that you're talking about Pink Floyd. I thought if it was okay but not good, the movie. You thought it was okay but not that good, the movie. Well, maybe you weren't in the right state of mind. You maybe needed to hit that bong a couple times before you went. Hamilton says, hello all. May you all have a wonderful day. Thank you, Hamilton. Rosie says, can you look on your community post? I can. Paul says, hi to Dolly. She's probably already gone. Oh, nope, there she goes. Dolly says, LOL. No, my zone. I said that backwards, but okay. I thought you were already gone. Daniel said it was stupid. It was not. It was so. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. I thought it was. It was a lot. This guy had PTSD and he was really effed up. And um, yeah, so he saw things really funny and it was a trip. The movie is a trip. That's why it's always playing. I mean, it's one of the longest running movies. That and Pink. You know what else is really plays at midnight? Which I think is stupid. What's the Damn It Janet movie with the what is that movie? Rocky Horror Picture Show. The only thing cool about Rocky Horror Picture Show is that the audience gets involved. If you can go to a good theater and watch it, there's audience participation. Rocky Horror Picture Show, right, Paul? Lawson says, Daniel, I didn't really like it either. I think I was talking in particular about the illustrations. I like the flower. I just thought that was really wild and kind of stuck in my head. Dolly says, hi, everyone. Peace and happiness, love and light. Thank you, Dolly. I love you. Hamilton says, hoping your day is filled with laughter and soft, adorable fluffiness. Wow. Thank you, Hamilton. I hope the same for you. And he says, ciao, all. Ciao, Hamilton. I'm waving to you over here. You can't see me, but I find myself waving. How silly. Paul says, let's do the time warp again, right? Um, hi, Sarah. Sarah, were you did you mean to be live this morning at 1:45, 2 o'clock? Boss, you said something about I don't know why my camera's on, and then you were gone. Boss says, I never could even watch that horrible movie all the way through once, Rocky Horror. That's why I think it's an experience. It's not really about the movie. Maybe it's more about the experience. Only hope is in prayer says, put your hands on your hips. Sarah says, who just called Rocky Horror a horrible movie? Uh-oh. Paul says, bye, Hamilton. Boston says, thank goodness you're also sane in regards to that movie, Cat. Isn't everyone else nuts? No, I think it's cool the way. Have you been there where in a theater where everybody's involved, like they dress up as the characters and they act out the movie right in front of the movie? And like there's a part where and there's I don't know why, but some part in the movie they had something about a deck of cards. So people were throwing decks of cards, just cards out in the middle, I mean in the seats. It was really that was the thing about it, I think. Sarah says, yes, I've been to many Rocky Horror Picture Show audience participation, and I performed at Columbia 3 times. Wow. Apostles throwing rice and water. Yeah, Wasa, that's what I'm saying. It's about the experience. You have to go to a place where it's known that the people will come and act out. That's why it's not a good movie. It's just the whole experience of it is wild. Dobby says it's the same Rocky Horrors. Then you jump to the left and jump to the right. I don't remember it that good. Wasa says, I had no idea there was any such a thing. Paul says, yes. I know in Orlando they used to play, they called it Midnight Movie Madness, and those are the two movies they play. Wasa says, I still don't think I'd like it, humbug. It was just something to experience for sure. Sarah says, you have to, Sarah's a performer though. She says, you have to sing along too, but you got to sing along the audience participation words, not the song lyrics. Yeah, people really get into it. So I think I was only 13. My dad, the drug dealer, took me to go see it. Right? Sarah says late night double feature picture show. So that's why I'm thinking probably it's a thing, Wasa. And since you live where you live, it would seem like they would have something there like that. Wasa says something I don't get. Okay, hachu. Skeptical. Did you sneeze? Were you doing talk to text and you sneezed in the middle? Carlo, hello. Aw, Big Deborah said thank you. Why, thank you for noticing. Hi, Carlo. Good morning. How are you? Dolly says it's just a jump to the left and then a step to the right with your hands on your hips. You bring your knees in tight, but it's the pelvic thrust that really drives you insane. Let's do the time work again. Are you and Paul doing the time work together? That's why he said, let's do the time work. Got it. See? Sarah says, that's the audience participation version. Oh, Dolly knows it, huh? You guys really know it. I've only been once, like I said. Yeah, I got it now, Dolly. It took me only 10 minutes. Wassa says you're lucky you had such an enlightened father, Cat, that he did what he knew was right rather than what correct for him. Yeah. Yeah, no, he was a pretty sick individual when it came down to it, unfortunately. Don't be sorry, Dolly. No, it was funny. Wassa says, I'm the only one who didn't get it. Paul got it. Um, and Sarah got it. Wassa says, a freedom fighter who was 100% in the right. Oh, God. I don't want to get into it. No, it was very personal, but he wasn't a good guy. He was pretty sick. Um, he was cool when I first met him. It was fun. Daniel says, I am back. He was morally bankrupt. Paul says, my father was the kindest, sweetest gentleman. I love that. Dolly says, great job, guys. Good night. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Dolly. Sweet dreams to you. I love you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the audience participation, Dolly. And thanks for Sarah to explaining what part you are singing. Paul says, good night. Aw, I love you. Big old smile over here. Stop it, Cat. Carlos says, again, what a handsome young man. Jack says, thank you. Everybody says, good night, Dolly. Sarah says, is that a gray over in the corner? It is a mantis in a beekeeper's hoodie. Aussie chick, good morning. We're still working on it. Daniel says, I was wrong about the Pink Floyd movie. It was good because I can understand what that man was going through, and I love Pink Floyd anyway. Yeah. Paul says, I still catch myself wanting people to meet my father. Aw. Aw. Well, I think, what did you say about your dad? Something about the another brick. It's a beautiful album. What were you saying? Most amazing, something about the most amazing loving man, something like that. Is that what you said about your dad, Paul? I think you are a good representation of your dad. Sarah said, as is Dark Side of the Moon, if you started after the third lion's roar of Wizard of Oz. I'll have to check that out. Sarah says, there's a video on YouTube that does all that for us. It's called The Dark Side of the Rainbow. Oh, I'll have to check that out. Thank you. Because I'm all about Wizard of Oz, and well, I'm big time into Alice in Wonderland, but I'm always falling down rabbit holes. Called Dark Side of the Rainbow. Okay. Thank you for that. Sarah says, I like your mantis beekeeper. I need new contacts. No, it's hard to tell. And it needs to be much taller. As everyone knows, the mantis beings are very tall. Still working on it. And thank you. And Sarah says, hey, Deborah, how about you give me back the money I loaned you so I can buy some contacts? Little Big Deborah is so mean to me. Listen, me too. Once she has me back in her bed, she gets mean. But when I ignore her, she's all sweet and she calls my name and whispers sweet oatmeal cream pies to me and I can't resist. She is cunning. Daniel Kit says, hi everyone. Hi Daniel. And Sarah reminds everybody to double tap that screen. Thank you, Sarah. Oh, so did you answer me earlier when I asked you, did you mean to live stream? I felt like I wasn't supposed to be there. And I was about to type something and you ended. You were driving home or driving somewhere, driving into somewhere. Paul says, hi, Daniel. And Wassa says, hi, Daniel. He says, hi, everyone. Rosie got quiet on us. Oh, she said she was going to be right back, didn't she? I remember now. Check, check. Dark side of the rainbow. All right. I think everybody's going to sleep. I think I should come in here and go to sleep too, Jackie. Let me in. Okay. Go back to sleep. There you go. This is going to turn into a sleep stream. And then people say nasty things about me and my dog. Get up. Good night, Dolly. Paul says, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but when Dad passed, for like 6 months, I would go walking around the areas that we fished together looking for him. Oh. But he's with you. He's still with you, Paul. Have you had what you would say was a visit from him since he passed? Paul says, good night, Dolly. Have you been to Dolly's lives before? She's funny. Oh, goodness. Yes. Yes, what? Yes, you've been to Dolly's lives, or yes, you've had a visit from your dad? Matt is a little delayed and says, Jack, there's some weirdo attached to you. He's used to it. Thanks for the laugh. Jack's life is filled with weirdness. Yes, you have been visited by him. Nice. I love that. I would have never, I had that experience with my mom, so I would have never really known about it unless I experienced it myself. Matt Torrance, good morning. How are you? He always called you pal. Aw. Pal instead of Paul. That's funny. That's cute. Hi, Daniel. Oh, Jack woke up just for you, Daniel. Paul says, I shouldn't have brought that up. Is it making you sad? Um, well, maybe try remembering the happy things. Or does that make you sad too? Or maybe you should just focus on him still being with you. Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, my friend. Way to make things awkward, Cat. Daniel says, okay. Okay, what, Daniel? What are you going to do next? Hey, Daniel, when you race, when you play the video games and you're racing at Talladega, do you have a steering wheel? Like instead of a joystick or a controller? No? I think that would be fun. If you actually had an attachment set where your gas pedal and your brake and your steering wheel. Oh, like an arcade game. Yes, that would be fun. Don't they make something like that? Hi, Lady Sky. Good morning. How many days? 11 days till Father's Day. Perfect timing. 24 days till July 4th. How many days till summer? Paul says, hi, Lady Sky. And Daniel says, what happened? Oh, talking about dads. You know, Daniel. 11 days till summer. June. Oh, is it Father's Day? It's the same as summer? Paul says, no, no, you don't know. Okay, Father's Day and summer, same day this year. Paul, I think your dad, I know your dad would not want you to be sad, but I think he would be super proud of you. And I think the one thing he would say to you is go out and live your life, Paul. Go out and live your life, pal. And Daniel said, okay. Maze guy said hi to Paul. And hi, Daniel. And hi, Wassa. We haven't. I thought Wassa went back to sleep. To be honest, or went to sleep. Could be wrong. He could be checking out Daniel's chocolate milk. Paul says, I know he wouldn't want me to be sad. And Daniel says, what is happening? I know, Paul. I know he knows. He definitely knows now. Daniel says, bye. Bye, Daniel. I love you. How are you, Lady Sky? What are you up to? Just a break in between sleep? Paul says, bye, Daniel. Bye. Lady Sky says, I'm doing okay, Cat and Jack. How are you? I'm good. Daniel says, wow, what's the matter, Daniel? Am I missing something, friend? You'll have to tell me because I don't know. Oh. Daniel said again, what is happening? I don't think anything's happening. What's happening on your end, Daniel? What do you see that you're saying what is happening? What are we talking about? We were talking about dads. Paul was just saying how he missed his dad. Lady Sky says it's going to be hot and humid here today. High of 93. Cat in Nashville, Tennessee. Do you have rain today? We're going to be mostly cloudy. Daniel says, yeah. It is raining here currently. No riding or walking. That sucks. What about bowling? Do you like bowling, Paul? Daniel says, it's less than a week since my dad passed away. The anniversary coming up. Boy, it was close to Father's Day, huh? Paul says, that is hot, Lady Sky. Daniel says, 5 years. Lady Sky says, yeah, Paul. Paul says, I used to. Maybe on days when maybe, I don't know, financially if you can, but maybe that was a thought for stuff to do when it's raining. Unless you have something else you do. Daniel says, it sucks. I know. I'm sorry. Jackie Poo, I love you, baby. Your ears are so clean. Yes. Agreed. Paul says carving it will be. I finished the little snowman or snow girl ornament. Oh, did you post a picture of it? Did we get to see? Is this part of your project for the show? Daniel's asking Paul, how long has your dad been gone? You did not post it, should I? Of course. That's such a silly question. Oh, wow. Paul says it's been 23 years, Daniel. And Daniel says, Lady Sky, I really hope you don't think I am stupid. Why would she think that, Daniel? You don't know Lady Sky very well. You would have never said that because she is the sweetest to everybody. Even when I think she shouldn't be so sweet, she is still the sweetest to everybody. I think you're wrong. Oops. Sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Thank you. Sorry. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hmm? Does the bed taste good? Does it? Huh? No, I can't. Ooh, stretch. I love you, Bubba. Brendan is back. He says, I ended up having some fish and chips and cheesecake. Oh, not the cheesecake. Cheesecake for dessert. Ah, okay, this is a very important question, Brendan. What type of cheesecake? And was it coated with anything? Tell me about the cheesecake. Paul says, yes, please tell us about your cheesecake. We can live vicariously through you. Oh, Daniel says to Paul, sending lots of love and a little bit of sad. It's so hard. We never forget. I love you, buddy. And if you want to cry, it's okay. I have broken down. Vanilla cheesecake? Okay, but was it like a heavy cheesecake? Did it have fruit flavors on it? Just vanilla? Was it plain like heavy New York style cheesecake? Paul says, yes, thank you, Daniel. Brendan says, and it was good. Are you okay, Jack? Am I making too much noise? Do you want me to stop? Hmm? Just vanilla, but creamy. Sounds good. I prefer plain cheesecake. I like to have the cheesecake talk all by itself. It needs no help if it's a good cheesecake. Paul says, of course it was good. You know, Dollar General has this little cheesecake and it's like all the different flavors. It's like $8. It's pretty good. I have to say, I've eaten it a couple times. Paul says, yum. What about you, Daniel? How do you like your cheesecake? Let's talk about something yummy. Daniel says, I don't have no cheesecake. Okay, but if you had cheesecake, what kind would it be? Paul says, I like my cheesecake in my mouth. In my belly. You get in my belly right now. You like blueberry cheesecake? That's pretty good. I could take a bath in cheesecake. What is that? Brendan says the only thing better is golden syrup dumplings. I have never heard of such a thing. Paul says exactly, Cat. can actually imagine it. Paul says, oh my. Do you know what golden syrup dumplings are, Paul? Oh, that was my shadow. My scared of my shadow. I was scared of my own shadow. What, cat? You're so funny. Literally scared of my own shadow. Paul says, no, that's why I said, oh my. Brendan said, you make a sauce with golden syrup, then you pour it over the dumplings. I guess I would have to experience it because so far it doesn't sound better than cheesecake. What is golden syrup? I only know maple syrup. Does that spell LHM? Was it supposed to say yum? What are dumplings, anyways? Are they just biscuits? A type of biscuit? I know nothing. Paul says, Lord have mercy. Oh, LHM, Lord have mercy. You young folks with your abbreviations. Brennan says, don't you have that in America? Maybe somewhere else where they're more posh than me. Dumplings. Okay, dumplings to me are like chicken and dumplings, where you throw some flour and water, you mix it up, and then you throw it in like a chicken broth and cook it. That's a dumpling to me. Chicken and dumplings, man. Oh, and they're ready when they float. They'll float to the top, so then you got to turn them over. Oh, now I want chicken and dumplings. Paul says, I appreciate the reference, cat. Well, that's how you're acting. No. It is 5:04. If anybody's going to Yogi's, he should be live probably about now. Daniel says, Paul, I do love cherry cheesecake too, but my favorite is chocolate cake. I will take a chocolate cake bath in it. Ooh, like a dark chocolate mousse with cherries. Oh, it's still not cheesecake though. Paul says, I love it all. Are those the right kind of dumplings there, Brendan? Daniel says, yes. I forgot. I was just thinking about making a video about me being in, taking a bath in cheesecake. And then I remembered I'm supposed to be doing something for Rosie. Brendan says you can buy golden syrup in America. The dumplings don't have chicken stock in them. No, I would figure with syrup on it, it didn't. It might be a different kind of dumpling. Daniel says, I love chicken and dumplings. I do too, when somebody else makes it. I did used to cook for my kids. I did cook at one time. And then I really cooked for my brothers, which made me burn out on cooking. And I had four brothers. I was the oldest by 5 years on one end and 10 years on the other. So I took care of my brothers. I cooked for them. I cleaned after them. I did their diapers. Oh, don't have, not stone. Okay, I thought you meant stock. Paul says, "Do you like chicken and waffles?" You know what? I just had it. I actually had a chicken waffle sandwich from somewhere in the past couple months, and yeah, I liked it. Daniel says, to Brendan, "Love you, buddy." You're so Jack says, "It's time to go, Mom. Look at him. He woke up." He's just like, "What are you doing?" Well, I was hanging out because Brendan's here, and we're talking about cheesecake. Is that enough of an explanation, sir? Brendan says, "Yo, Daniel kids." Daniel says, "Aw, poor butt stinky diapers. Go, Miss Jackie. You are a wonderful person." It's probably why I've been so resentful all my adult life. Probably. There's probably some truth in there. Boy, I sure am glad I found A Course in Miracles. So today's lesson is, boy, I can't give it to you word for word because I already forgot it. But today's A Course in Miracles is by seeing the light in my brother, you, my brother, my friends, my loves, you show me my own light. Daniel says to Brandon, "Miss Jackie is an angel to me." Oh, thank you, Daniel. So, by seeing the light in you, I'm able to see the light in me. And I thank you for that because, boy, I didn't see it for a long time. And I didn't like people. That was my saying. I hate people. Wow, I have changed so stinking much. And you know what? A Course in Miracles and you guys and Jack, I have all of you to thank for it. So, with that, I want to say, I love you, I love you, I love you, and thank you so very, very much. I want to say very freaking much because I really mean it, but I don't know. All right, guys, I love you. Bye.